Sylvester Stallone, the struggle behind the glory. Sylvester Stallone, known worldwide for his iconic roles in films like Rocky and Rambo, is a symbol of grit, determination, and the indomitable human spirit. While today he is admired for his success, the journey that led him there was anything but easy. Stallone's rise to fame is one of the most powerful real-life stories of struggle, persistence, and self-belief. Early life and challenges. Sylvester Gardencio Stallone was born on July 6, 1946, in Hell's Kitchen, New York City. From birth, Stallone faced challenges. Due to complications during labor, the lower left side of his face was paralyzed. This led to slurred speech and a drooping lower lip, features that later became part of his on-screen persona. His childhood was turbulent. His parents constantly fought, and eventually divorced. Stallone moved between homes, struggled in school, and was often labeled as a problem child. He attended multiple schools, including special schools for troubled youth. Though misunderstood, he harbored a love for storytelling and acting from an early age. Despite his learning difficulties, Stallone found solace in writing and watching movies. His idol was Steve Reeves, who starred in Hercules. Inspired, Stallone dreamed of becoming an actor, but Hollywood wasn't welcoming. Dreams meet reality. In the early 1970s, Stallone moved to New York to pursue his dream of becoming an actor. However, the road was brutal. He auditioned countless times, facing rejection after rejection. Casting agents dismissed him for his unusual looks and speech. At one point, he was so broke that he had to sell his wife's jewelry to survive. In his own words, Stallone said, "I slept in a bus station for 3 weeks. I didn't have the money to pay rent or buy food. My lowest point came when I had to sell my dog." That's right, Stallone sold his beloved dog, Butkus, for $25 to a man outside the liquor store. It was the hardest decision of his life. He cried as he walked away, not knowing if he'd ever see Butkus again. The birth of Rocky. Desperate to break into the industry, Stallone began writing a screenplay inspired by a boxing match he had seen between Muhammad Ali and Chuck Wepner in 1975. The fight was brutal and Wepner, though the underdog, managed to knock down Ali and last 15 rounds. That underdog story lit a fire in Stallone. In just 3.5 days, he wrote the first draft of Rocky, a story about a small-time boxer who gets a once-in-a-lifetime chance to fight the heavyweight champion. Stallone believed in the script with all his heart. He approached multiple producers, and many offered to buy the screenplay, for as much as $350,000. But Stallone refused all of them unless he could star in the film as Rocky Balboa. Producers laughed at the idea. They wanted a big name to guarantee success. Stallone was a nobody, yet he held firm. "I had to tell myself, you are going to do this. You are going to bet on yourself," he later recalled. Eventually, producers Irwin Winkler and Robert Chartoff agreed to let Stallone play the lead, but with a drastically reduced budget of $1 million. The struggle continues even after getting the green light. Challenges persisted. The production had limited resources. Stallone used real people from his neighborhood, including his brother Frank. With barely enough money to make the film, Stallone made another bold move. He bought back his dog Butkus for $15,000. Yes, the same dog he had sold out of desperation now appeared in Rocky. The movie was shot in a matter of weeks. Stallone poured his heart into the role, even suffering injuries during fight scenes. But when the film was finally released in 1976, it became a massive hit. The turning point. Rocky didn't just succeed, it soared. The film won 3 Academy Awards, including Best Picture. Stallone was nominated for Best Actor and Best Original Screenplay. It became one of the highest grossing films of the year and turned Stallone into an overnight sensation. The underdog story of Rocky was, in essence, Stallone's own story. Audiences connected deeply with the tale of a man who, despite the odds, refused to give up. Stallone wasn't just acting, he was reliving his own fight. More than just a star following the success of Rocky, Stallone went on to create a franchise that spanned decades. He also starred in the Rambo series, further solidifying his status as a global action star. But Stallone never forgot his roots. He often spoke about his early struggles and emphasized the importance of perseverance. He used his fame to inspire others, reminding them that failure is only a stepping stone to success. Throughout his career, Stallone faced highs and lows. Not all his movies were hits. And he endured criticism and comebacks. But his unwavering belief in himself and his refusal to quit remained constant. Lessons from Stallone's story. Stallone's journey teaches us several powerful life lessons. Believe in yourself. Even when others doubt you, your belief can carry you forward. Never sell your dreams. Stallone could have taken the money and walked away, but he chose to bet on himself. Embrace the struggle. The pain and hardship shaped the artist. Without it, there would be no Rocky. Stay resilient. Rejection is part of the process. Stallone faced countless failures but refused to give up. Success takes time. Overnight success is a myth. Stallone's journey took years of grinding and heartbreak. The legacy today, Sylvester Stallone is more than an actor, he's a cultural icon. Rocky remains a timeless classic. And the character of Rocky Balboa has become a symbol of hope, courage, and perseverance. Stallone's story continues to inspire millions. He went from a struggling actor who couldn't afford food to a Hollywood legend because he dared to dream and refused to quit. In a world that often celebrates instant success, Stallone's life is a reminder that the path to greatness is often paved with rejection, sacrifice, and unwavering faith.